guys. I am going to try to give you a brief rundown on how to put this together. And I think everything's already been stamped. You guys stamped it all, so we just need to get the squares together. First off, if you find in your little bag that I gave you all the pieces, you're gonna find one of these sheets in there that has this extra wording. This is just a scrap piece of paper that I had that I thought I would send along. And if you want to make this, it helps when you start putting in on your squares. But what you do is you measure down 1 inch from all around, all edges, and then you cut that middle out and it gives you this. See, it's 1 inch on all sides. And then when you are putting your squares together, if you put it on there, then you can line these up with the corners. It's sort of easier than having to measure as you're trying to do it. And then I do the top, put those on, just sort of eyeball the middle one here, do the bottom, and again, eyeball. And then I go and do the middle and line it up as best I can. That's just a little helpful hint. You can do it if you want. You don't have to. Throw the paper away if you don't want to do it. Okay, so we are going to start putting this together. And I'm just going to show you the squares as we go. And spread all your stuff out that I gave you in the packet in front. And we'll start with square number 1. It has the flowered, lily flowered paper. You can see the pink in it on this one. It has that, and that you are going to tape down to your card base there. And then you're going to put your daisy together, offset it, so it's a full flower. And I just put the top layer with tape onto the second layer, and then I put dimensional, if you have them. If you don't, then just lay it flat onto the paper. And then you had a little tiny 1/2 inch dot in there in the pinkish color. I put that down, and then I put one of the bigger blings on there. So that's square number 1. Square number 2 is your heart, and it has this weave. Let's see, what is the name of that? The coastal weave embossed on the paper. So hopefully you can see what that looks like. So that goes on there. Then I put dimensionals on the heart, and once again, you don't have to. If you don't have dimensionals, just put everything flat and put the heart there on the middle. That's number 2. Number 3, across the top. These are going across the top here. Number 3 is this blessed. I'm using the blue designer paper. And you've already stamped and cut the blessed. And I put that on with dimensionals. Okay, the middle one. This one takes a little bit more. It's the long one. So you put the paper on, and then I put this, and I just put a little bit of glue. I use this Tombow glue. You can use whatever you want on it, and I put that first and put it way over towards the right side. And then I put the pink flower, the pink flamingo flower on flat, and I lost one of my leaves here. Oh, here it is. Let's see if I could stick that back on. I just put a little bit of tape on the bottom ones here, and then tried to stick it down under here like that and put it in. And then I put the top flower with dimensionals. And then I just put a dot of glue again and put these little center things in. You can pop them up a little bit. I used the bone folder and sort of went over them just to give them a little bit of dimension there. And that is that one. The one next to that in the middle is again using the embossing. It is the Country Floral. So if you can see that, it has the flowers in the background. And I used this small piece of cutout and just put some glue on it, put all that together. All of these are matted onto the purple there, what is it called? Blackberry Bliss is the name of the color of the cardstock, but they're all matted onto that. Okay, now for the bottom row, we've got this. This is also an embossed one. This one is really hard to see on the camera, but it is this embossing. It has the diamond tuft dynamic texture is what it's called. And then on these flowers, and you can do it also on the daisy if you want, put a dimensional in the middle. I didn't on the daisy, but I did on these. I put a dimensional in the middle, or you can put them flat. 2 and 2, you've cut out 4. So it makes a full flower. Stick them on and stick the other 2 big blings on there. Okay, the middle one on the bottom is using the blue designer paper and your other cutout. And I put that on with dimensionals. And then the last one has the flowered pink in their designer paper. And I just offset these. I put a little bit of glue on the back, just on the center area, so this could still pop up some. And then I put the smallest little bling on this one. So then when you put it together, you will bring in your 12 by 12 piece of paper, the one that does not have any writing on it. And I'm going to stick this on here just to show you. And let's see, make sure you can see up here. And then I will just start taping these down. I do the corners first, and then I can eyeball, excuse me, this middle one a little bit and try to get it even there. But this gives me my line up on top, so I don't have to measure across or anything. And then I would do the bottom and line them up. And again, I do the corners, and then I would get this lined up best I can. And if you want to lay them all out first, before you glue them down, you could do that. Put that one over there, and then this one goes just like that. And there you go. There you have your sampler. Hope you liked it. Sorry we couldn't do it together, but there it is. All right, on to the next video. Bye-bye.